When we were about to leave Bahrain to come to Puttaparthi, the devotees had a small get-together and they asked a very valuable question from me. They said that your children studied in the English medium in an English school and now you are putting them into an Indian school with a CBSE syllabus and they do not know history, no Sanskrit. So, did you think about it? How will they do it? My answer was very simple. I said, the Lord has asked me to come, so I believe that He will make it possible. There is nothing impossible for Him. So, I leave it at that and I am going. So, I came to Puttaparthi and my children were put in the school. My son was in the 9th standard. My daughter was put in the 8th standard. Mr. Abu was the principal at that time. And then the education started, and after about 8 months, Mr. Abu called me one day and he said, Mr. Sivananthan, I'm sorry to say this, that your son is struggling with history and Sanskrit and he might have to repeat the 9th standard. So there is nothing we can do about it. So I said, I'll tell you. And I went, I wrote a letter to Swami and I went and stayed. We are privileged as staff to go and sit in front. So Swami came, he asked, Emi Samacharam, what is it? I showed him the letter, he took the letter and without even reading, he said, I know, don't worry about anything, I will take care of all the needs of the children. You don't need to worry. You go and look after my computer center. This is what he said. And at that I went back to Mr. Abu and told him, this is what Swami said. So I don't know what happened after that. He got promoted from 9th to 10th. And we were staying in staff quarters and there was one Ranganathan master who was giving tuition for Sanskrit and maths and all. And he used to teach this boy free of charge and he liked him. And I don't know what happened. He went on studying and then the CBSE exams came for the 10th. Now he went for the exam. He wrote, he came back and told me, I have answered all the questions. And then the results are coming out on a particular day. And Swami called us for an interview on the same day the results were out. So we entered Swami's room. When we entering, Swami was asking my son, how much you got marks? My son said, Swami, 100 in Sanskrit and 100 in maths. So Swami was shaking his head laughingly and he was asking my son, who gave you those marks? So my son humbly said, Swami, it's you only, Swami, there is no one else. So this answers the question the devotees asked, that when you have faith in Bhagawan, there is nothing which is impossible for him. He can give the language into your brain, he can change your program and he can do whatever he wants. Another time, my wife was again sick. She got this severe pain. And then she was talking to me. And she made a statement which was very touching to me. She said, you have got a ring, you have got a job, and you have got Swami with you. You will go and nicely sit in the veranda. Swami will come, you will talk to him, you will take namaskar. What about me? I am suffering in the house. Still operation is not done, nothing is done. Day by day, my health is going bad. And you are all the time enjoying with Swami, not worried about what is happening to me. I told her it's not like that. I am repeatedly asking Swami. But Swami says, wait. When the Lord says wait, I don't think anybody can move. Wait is wait. Even Shirdi Baba used to say, Shraddha and Saburi. Shraddha is have faith, Saburi is patience. That's it. That is the medicine with Bhagavan. You have to have faith and you have to have patience Till the right time comes, then he will execute. So she told me this. I was a bit worried. So I went to the mandir and it was a festival day. I don't remember what festival it is. I think it could have been Gokula Ashtami, something like that. And veranda is full with boys on festival days. Everybody knows that. And most of the music boys will be ready to show a program to Swami. There was no Kulwant hall that time, only the veranda. So I managed to go and get a seat right at the fourth pillar near the door. I sat there. Then Swami came out and the boys were all waiting for him to say yes for the music to start. And usually when Swami comes, he will just look at everybody and he will just shake his body and you can see a smile in his face. And he was looking directly at me from there. Now I was praying to Swami, Swami, I believe 100% that you are an avatar. But at times, when things happen like that, when my wife says things like that, my faith shakes. I can't help it, it shakes. It begins to feel whether what is going to happen or whether is she going to die or is she going to live. So all these things happen and my mind gets confused. So I believe that it's my prayer to you, Swami, to clear that doubt and bless me. I said that I was praying to Swami and suddenly Swami did like this to the boys. So they gave room for, because Swami is going to come inside now. He came straight to me. Straight line. He came straight to me where I was sitting. I was sitting like this with crossed legs. He came, he put his two legs inside my crossed legs. And he was standing very close to me. And that, as I told you, that divine fragrance was killing me. It was so beautiful to have that smell. And then my nose was touching Swami's knees. I couldn't see him straight like this. But somehow or other I managed to adjust a bit and look at him. Then Swami looked at me. He materialized Vibhuti. And he gave it to me and he said, go and give it to your wife. So that means he answered the prayer. But because my wife told me, I came upset, I wanted confirmation. So he confirms that I am the Lord, here is the Vibhuti. Go and give it to her. So I took that Vibhuti, went home and gave it to her and she became all right. And one more thing I like to add here. Most of the people in Parthi, some staff members also know that I may be one of those few devotees who received so many times Vibhuti from Swami's hands to be given to my wife, not for me. And what was happening? Swami was curing her with Vibhuti and waiting for the right time for the operation to happen. This is what I believed. Then this happened like that. Then we had to go to Whitefield. So we had gone to Whitefield. And I was sitting in the darshan. Swami came. And suddenly he came to me and said, you can operate now. Your wife's operation, you can do it. This gave me a one side shock, one side happiness that Swami has given permission to do the operation. Now we have to go to the doctor, and the famous doctor whom we had referred long time back was Dr. Susila Shetty. She was one of the expert gynecology surgeons in the country. So we managed to go to her, and actually she almost blasted me when I went. She said, I told you to operate so many years ago, you didn't operate, and now you have come when the cyst has become so huge. And she asked me, you are an engineer, right? You don't have brains? I said, Doctor, when the Lord says, what can I say? I have to listen to him. Yeah, but now you cannot operate. It's too low, too big, and it's too risky. And she was wearing the same ring in her hand, the same green ring. And she had a photo of Baba also in a clinic. So I told her, so she told me, you go and tell Swami, I said that the operation cannot be done, it's too risky. So we went back to Whitefield and I sat in the darshan. Swami came. He asked me what happened. I said, Swami, the doctor said he cannot operate because it's too big and it's too risky. Swami said, you go and tell that doctor to come here for darshan on Sunday. I will talk to her. So we were like messengers. Then I went back and told her. So he said, okay, I will come on Sunday. And then it was just a few days afterwards. Sunday came and we were in the darshan and she came. And doctors have a privileged place to stand. So she was standing there. Swami went to her and something he spoke. But later on I came to know what he spoke. But he spoke something. And then I saw the doctor raising her hand, the right hand like this. Then Swami caught her hand. And then something he said I don't know what he said. And then he withdrew his hand. Then he came straight to where my wife was sitting on the wheelchair. He came to her and he told her, Amma, nothing to worry. I have told everything to the doctor. Now she will operate. I am there to take care of you. He said this and he went. Now again we went to the doctor. The doctor said, see, now Swami has said, okay, I'll accept to operate, but we have got to do a lot of doctors we need, more surgeons for different risks because it's a water cyst. It can break, it can go into any part of the other components and create problem. So I'm going to hire 2-3 surgeons extra to be with me. So it's going to cost you money. I said, no problem, doctor. Whatever it costs, I'll pay it. But you take whatever doctor you want to keep. Surgeons, you please call. So then everything was arranged and the operation was fixed. And I was the only person sitting there because nobody was with me. My son was in the college, he couldn't come. But I should say that, I should confess that I felt Swami was with me. So with that strength, I was in the hospital. Then they brought my wife and I told her, don't worry. Swami has said he will take care, so there's nothing to worry. So she went inside for the operation. And after about 2 hours, Dr. Sushila came out. Now, I know that the operation was scheduled for at least 6 to 7 hours. That's what they were talking about. But she came out in 2 hours. As she was walking towards me, she asked me in Hindi, she said, "Tune kya jadoo kiya Swami ko?" This is what he asked. What it means is, what magic you did to Swami? I said, doctor, I didn't do any magic. I am only praying to him. He said, the water cyst became solid. And I had planned the operation, I had given anesthesia for 7 hours. But since the cyst just came out when we opened, we clipped it and we removed it. Now it's in the museum area now, 15.5 kilos. But you have to wait because your wife will take 6 hours to come back to senses. And this is what she said. There were no words to express my gratitude to Swami. I was so happy. And I have to mention in some of the interviews, Swami said 2 things to her. Amma, there is no more puravi for you. That means no more birth for you. And 2, he said, when the time comes, I will convert the liquid to solid. These 2 things Swami had repeatedly told in several interviews. So Swami kept his promise. He said, I will convert the liquid to solid. So it happened. And it was such a miracle in that hospital that so many doctors, people came to see her. And they were talking about this Swami's miracle. They said they have never heard like this, a cyst with water becoming solid. This is the first time it has happened in that hospital. And that's how Swami saved her life. And then she came out well. Then things went on. Then we went back for darshan. Then Swami told me, now the time has come where you have to go back to Bahrain, because there were some small, technical issues with the government change of rules. So they couldn't have an honorary person working without the permission of the government. So Swami says this is complicated. So you go now to Bahrain, you take up a job, and then you come after 10 years. This is what Swami said. So then, as commanded by him, we left Parthi and we went I went first to Bahrain. She was in Bangalore in my house there. So we went to Bahrain and I tried to find a job, and then I got some jobs, but it was not very satisfactory. And then I had a friend in Kuwait that time. He was working for the NCR Corporation. His name was one Mr. Dwarakanath. I believe he is a Seva convener in Whitefield. So I called him, he called me, said, why don't you make a visit to Kuwait and see whether you like the place, then maybe we can arrange a job for you. So based on that, I went to Kuwait and I met him. Then I was just walking around the streets of Kuwait in one place. And then I saw in one building, there was a board, Think Computer Company. Now this word, Think, attracted my attention. He said, what is it, Computer Think? What could this be, Strange name of a computer company. So I said, let me go and see what it is. So I went. I found the floor where it was there and I went into that office. There was a secretary, Amma, sitting there, a lady. I told her that I am a computer engineer and I am visiting Kuwait and I am very fascinated with your name. And I would like to meet the manager. I would like to talk to him about this. I would like to get more information, just for me to know that something like this is there in Kuwait. And I am at the moment in Bahrain. I am doing some small job, I said. Then she said, you are a very lucky person. Today only the managing director has come from USA. Here I have to mention, this is how Swami works. He made me get attracted to that name. And he has now made me to go and meet the managing director from USA. His name was one Joe Varam. So she said, he has come. I will try to go and talk to him and see whether he likes to see you. I said, okay. She went and asked for my luck and Swami's blessings. He said, he'll see me. So I went, I was speaking to him. And I was narrating my, experiences that I have worked from the first generation to the last generation now. So all these things I explained and I said I've got 9 years experience in software development and 9 years experience in hardware repairs. So I got totally 18 years of experience as a computer engineer. He got very impressed with that. And then he said, would you like to work in Kuwait? See where Swami is driving me, huh? This is how Swami works. Everything he plans and then he will take you there. As you will feel as if things are happening now. No, nothing like that. It's all planned and executed by Bhagawan himself. No one else. His will is there. You can reach the moon and come back. That's how it works. So then I met him. Then he said, yes, we have a job. We have got an assistant production manager job in this company. If you like to, we would like to employ you because your background seems very good. So he offered me the job and instantly I accepted. I said, is this a good job? Then they made the contract. He said, you go back to Bahrain now. Within a month, we'll send you the visa and everything, and then you can come and work. So they said, we'll give you house and we'll give you car. I said, fine. Then I finished. I went and met Mr. Dwaraka. He was shocked. He said, my God, it looks like that Swami is going to bring you here because we need a person like you for Bhajans to play the harmonium, to play the tabla. So it added value for me now. So I said, okay. Then I went back to Bahrain and within a month I got the visa. I came to Kuwait and I started working there. I attended Bhajans. I was playing the harmonium, singing. I'm a singer also. So I was singing Bhajans. Everything was going on. And then now the time came that I wanted to visit Puttaparthi. So I came and I visited Puttaparthi. And I met Chakravarti sir. And he reminded me that he said, I think Swami told you to come back after 10 years. And I think now it's 10 years, right? He said. And then I calculated and said, yeah, it's 10 years. So now is the time you have to come back. Now see, I have got a new job in Kuwait and I'm working and I'm singing bhajans and I'm enjoying my life. And then I remember what Swami said to come. I told, and I was reluctantly, I told Mr. Chakravarti sir, you give me little more time because last time itself when I came in 1989, I had a lot of, problems of extending visas, going to Anandapur, going to Delhi, and very, very difficult with the Sri Lankan passport to remain in India. So I don't know. Again, same problems may crop up. So let me think about it. And you please don't tell anything to Swami as if Swami doesn't know. He's the one who has brought me. He's the one who is making me talk to him. And I, like a fool, still with all the experience, I think, Swami doesn't know. Sir, you don't mention anything to Swami. I will come back. And I came back to Kuwait. And I believe now, maybe if I had gone, I could have saved my wife because my wife passed away in 2017. Maybe if they had gone back, Swami would have maybe kept her alive to sing more bhajans and to be with me. Well, it's fate. Sometimes fate is more stronger than what you think. In Kuwait, the holidays are Thursday and Friday. Thursday is a half day, Friday is a full day. Because Friday is the day the Islamians go to the mosque to pray. So Friday is declared as a holiday and Thursday is a half day. Now I was working there, so I was driving my big SUV ahead, one called Durango. It's a very big car, 8 cylinders. And Thursday afternoon, 2 o'clock, I was going back home. And my home was far away from the city. It's about 45 miles away. So I was driving to go home. And usually I'm a very fast driver, not a reckless driver, fast driver. But I don't like to drive slow. The moment I sit in the car, put the gears, I will go to the last track and I will fly. This was my habit. So I was driving on the fast track. There were 3 tracks, fast track, medium track, slow track. Then the last is with the, you call small, humps and all for you to stop and to wait. So I was driving on this and I was driving at 120 kilometers per hour, full speed. And it was a Thursday afternoon, so most of the offices were closed. A lot of traffic on the road. There were trucks, buses, they were just going at a terrific speed. And then I was driving and I don't know what happened to me. I came to know later on that I had slept. 120 kilometers on a Thursday afternoon on a heavy traffic highway. I had slept even without knowing I had slept. But when I woke up only, I knew I had slept. And when I opened my eyes, I was sweating. Why? My car was in the last track. Hazard lights were on. And it was going dug, 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 dug. So it was like my hands were on my lap. Steering was there. It was on my laps. I got a shock when I woke up. I was trying to see where I was, what happened. Then only I realized I had slept. So then I caught the steering. Car was going to a side. Until then, car was going straight. The moment I caught the steering, it was going to a side. So I immediately put the, brakes and stopped the car. Switched off the engine. Got off from the car. And I was looking around to see where I was. And later on, I found out that from the time I slept to the distance I had covered was 7 kilometers. So who drove the car 7 kilometers? Who put the hazard light on? And who brought the car to the last track? Obviously, there is no one else except Bhagawan himself. So even, you may think Bhagawan has taken samadhi. No, he is there. Only we are not able to see him physically, but his energy is there, his form is there, everything is there. His full power is there. Otherwise, how he could have saved me if he was not there? So then I realized and I prayed to Bhagawan that, Swami, you have given me another life. So this was one of the incidents where I was supposed to die, but Swami saved me and he brought me life back. And then my life continued, and 2017, my wife passed away. And then my son was in US. He has his own company, he running, and he was not very happy. After my wife passed away, he was not happy for me to stay in Kuwait, because I was alone. And some war signs were there with Iraq and Iran and all this, so he was very worried. He said, Dad, this is not a safe place for you to stay. I think you should now go back to Sri Lanka. That's a better place to stay. I was not willing to move. Here I have to say something very interesting. One idea came to me that instead of going to Sri Lanka, I will apply for an Indian visa and come to Parthi and settle down here. Because I love this place. Even today I love to stay here. Because it's a place where my life was there, Swami was there. All beautiful events had happened in this country, in this place. So I thought I'll do that. So I went to the Indian embassy to apply for the visa. And they said only we can give you 3 months. We don't give you annual visa. So again, back at square one, I came home. I was thinking and praying to Swami, Swami, what should I do, Swami? I want to come to Parthi. How to come to Parthi? You give me an idea. And when I was thinking like that, within a few days, there was a relation of mine in Sri Lanka. And I happened to call her just to check the Sri Lankan conditions. She told me that, why don't you come to Sri Lanka? Here they are giving you the annual visa. 1 year visa with multiple entries and only 20,000 rupees. Here I have to point out that Swami is now having a plan. So he is going to move me out of Kuwait. That's why he is giving me this idea. And Swami is always famous for this. He will move you at the right time. He will guide you at the right time. Time is a big factor with all avatars. Everything time. According to time, things work. And then I said, so I called my son and I said, See how Swami is making me come out of Kuwait. Huh? So he gave me this idea that if I go to Sri Lanka, I can get an annual visa and come to Parthi. So I told my son, now I am ready. We'll pack off and go to Sri Lanka. And I did not tell him about this Indian visa and all. But if I tell him that, then he might think this fellow is now again trying some other stunt, So I didn't tell him anything. So then I packed off, went to Sri Lanka. And there was a gap of about a month there. Because there were some holidays and all, so I couldn't approach the embassy or apply for the visa. During that time, I happened to go for Bhajans, because there are beautiful Bhajans happening there. And I attended 3 weeks Bhajans, I think. And then I started liking the place and the Bhajans. I said, this is also nice. They like Parthi only. The Bhajan standard was quite good. And there was a National Council president there, one Mr. Gamini. And I knew the Sinhalese language very well. So I was able to communicate with him and talk to him and everything. And it so happened that he said, Shiva, why don't you stay here? Because we need a president for the center. Now I am confused whether to apply and go to Puttaparthi or whether take up presidentship and stay here and enjoy the bhajans. I decided to stay back and I accepted the presidentship. And I stayed in Sri Lanka. And I can tell you only one thing to all the listeners. If you want to know God, you should know the scriptures first. You should learn the Ramayanam, Mahabharata and the Bhagavad Gita. You know why? Bhagavad Gita is his curriculum vitae, CV. There is nothing which you don't know about the God which is there. Everything he has openly declared. Bhakti Marga, Karma Marga, Dhyana Marga, everything he has said. All types of food, what you eat, what you will get, what kind of diseases you get, everything is given there. And then to know how the Lord functions as a person, very clearly given in the Ramayanam, as a human being, Mahabharata, Lord Krishna. So these are episodes which you have to read, understand, then only you can understand Bhagawan. Otherwise you just cannot understand Bhagawan. Bhagawan is the Lord of the universe. This is the song which I sang in 1969 while walking with my friend. And I would like to repeat that song because it's a beautiful song. And in 1991, I had the golden opportunity of singing the same song in the presence of our Lord Sai. So I would like to sing that song. It has a lot of meaning. Sathya Sai Baba Sharanam Maya Satgunane Deva Saranadaindhen va Satgunane Deva Saranadaindhen va Sathya Sai Baba Sharanam Maya Mahimagal pala செய்து மக்கள் துயர் துடைத்தாய் மாநிலம் தனை காக்க மாய உரு எடுத்தாய் மகிமைகள் பல செய்து மக்கள் துயர் துடைத்தாய் மாநிலம் தனை காக்க மாய உரு எடுத்தாய் தீனதயாபரணாய் திருவாய் அருள் மொழிந்தாய் திக்கெல்லாம் சென்று தரிசனமும் கொடுத்தாய் திக்கெல்லாம் சென்று தரிசனமும் கொடுத்தாய் சத்ய சாயி பாபா சரணம் ஐயா சத்குணனே தேவா சரணடைந்தேன் வா சத்ய சாயி பாபா சரணம் ஐயா சரணம் ஐயா.